Thank you, Ishita. She's going to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. So can we have everyone arise?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ishita. And I'm going to now pass the mic to Superintendent Kamek.
Thank you, Principal Quay, and thank you all for being here this evening. My name is CJ Kamek, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as the Superintendent of Fremont Unified School District. And when I say serve, I think that's an important word because I think that's our job as educators and as Fremont Unified School District, is to serve our students. And we're here tonight to celebrate a brand new, wonderful facility designed specifically to serve our students. As we do that, I'd like to acknowledge some of our elected officials and guests that are here this evening, starting with our Board of Trustees. We are joined this evening by our Board President, Trustee Vivek Prasad, Trustee Sharon Coco, Trustee Diane Jones, Trustee Yajing Zhang, and Trustee Larry Sweeney. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank some elected officials from the City of Fremont who also were part of this work at one time as school board trustees. We're grateful to be joined this evening by Mayor May, and Councilmember Desiree Campbell. As Principal Quay noted, I would also like to acknowledge all of the classified and certificated staff and the administrative team that worked so hard to make Hopkins a wonderful place for students. We are also joined this evening by our construction partners. First, HKIT Architects, thank you. Lathrop Construction Associates, who is our general contractor. Roblin, who is our construction management company. Davlier Sloan Incorporated, our compliance managers for the project. Cordoba Corporation, who is our move coordinator for the project. And RGM Kramer Incorporated, who is our program manager for Measure E. This work also doesn't happen without dedicated volunteers who have been working for a long time to see these outcomes. And I'd like to ask members from our Measure E Citizens Bond Oversight Committee and our Facilities Advisory Committee who are here this evening to please stand and be recognized. As some of us know firsthand, and as some of us hear about, the transition to a middle school here at Hopkins has been eventful. It included a temporary relocation of the students and the staff to Lila Bringhurst, and that allowed for this extensive construction to continue. Since the Hawks returned in the fall of 2022, I want to again acknowledge the patience and perseverance for our staff and our students who have been working hard and learning in an environment where construction was also happening concurrent with teaching. Now that we're able to open up this campus, I extend my gratitude to the many students, employees, community members, and contractors who helped imagine and plan and implement this, turning it from a plan into a reality. That happened because of a plan that existed in 2012 and 2014, but most importantly was made possible by your support as a community for the $650 million bond of Measure E. And it is only through that which we're able to deliver the facilities that you see before you this evening. In closing, I want to again highlight that this is a place where we have the privilege to serve your students, and we never take that for granted. And I am thrilled to see what transformational learning happens on this campus for the next 50 years as the staff at Hopkins continues to serve and dedicate their care and professionalism to our students of Hopkins. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to turn the microphone over to our board president, Vivek Prasad.
Thank you, Superintendent Kamek. Well, so a board member by myself, I have no power, so I'd like to get all my buddies to come over here, and together we'll celebrate this nice facility. So please stand up. And so as I look at this space, and I was talking to my youngest son, he went through Hopkins many moons ago. I'll date myself if I say when. But he remembers that little quad that he had to play with, and there were only portables in this space in this area where we are standing. And I was explaining to him how this beautiful facility has come up. And it's thanks to all of you and all of us, right? We as community members, we contributed to make this happen. And the net result is that our students will have even more pride when they talk about Hopkins as they go forward, right? So that $650 million bond that the community passed brought this to us, and we are confident that it'll actually make for a much better learning experience of our students, so that they can achieve to their fullest potential. Now, I consider myself a new kid on the block as I serve our students. I've been here only 3 years. We have people here that have been part of this process longer, so I'll pass on to Trustee Coco.
Thank you. I just want to say that it is my honor to be here this evening to see and be a part of this celebration for the new buildings and the modernization of Hopkins Middle School. You have a wonderful facility, and thanks to all the Fremont voters who voted to pass Measure E, and to all of the people that Superintendent Kamek thanked. Again, my thanks and gratitude to all of you for making this such a wonderful place.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate this day with you, and to see all of you here, and to know that your students are going to be thriving in this environment that we all help make possible. Again, thank you so much.
Hello. Today is such a special day. It's a historic moment, September 6th. And I want to thank all the community members to vote for Measure E. That's why 9 years ago you voted for this. And today we have this beautiful facility. And I want to thank all of you for support and your vision and your passion. You vote for Measure E, and actually you vote for yourself, you vote for our community, and you vote for education, and you vote for our children. And I want to thank all the past board trustees, superintendents, and all the staff and teachers who are here with us, or who has already happily retired. And thank you so much for your dedication for education. And we are here to serve you. Thank you.
It's a wonderful moment, and I know we're all taking pride in this. This is an accomplishment. Many of us saw this from its inception, the building, all the struggles, all the challenges, and the community came together, and this is the result. Not just today, but this building will last for over 50 years and will serve our community well. And I want to, as my previous board member spoke, I want to thank everyone for the support that you gave to the bond. At that time, there was $2 billion worth of need in Fremont, and we're able to get a $650 million bond passed. We now have probably over $2 billion worth of need now. And we might have to ask the community to help us again. And I hope you will realize that since 2002, The community has supported over $700 million in bonds, and all the projects that have been promised on those bonds have been delivered and have come in on budget or under budget. That's a heck of an accomplishment. It's a reflection on all the people you see here. So if we want these wonderful schools to be at the feeder schools that you came from and to be at the high schools that you're going to go to, remember this, that your support makes this happen. Your support makes this possible. And it's for the children and it's for the community. It's something we can all treasure together. So thank you very much for your support, and we're hoping for your continued support. And congratulations to the parents and community and children who work so hard to deserve this great facility.
Thank you to our trustees. I'll ask you to stay standing, please, and we'll invite our exceptional student back up to the stage. And the reason we want to invite a student to the stage is because, as you heard from our trustees, this work is about service and it's about the service of students. And so because of that, we think it's most appropriate that the student is the one who's going to be cutting the ribbon for Hopkins. And so let me just get you a small pair of scissors. I'll be right back. Now, I have been instructed, and I also want to thank Laura Forrest, our public information officer, who helped put tonight together. But we do need to pose for a picture before we cut. So if you'll hold those for me for just a moment, I'll invite our trustees to stand around the ribbon behind you, and then we'll give you a countdown. And the Hawk can scoot on in and join us. And if the community could also join, on the count of 1, 2, 3, we'll cut the ribbon. 1, 2, 3. Again, thank you so much for being here this evening. I hope you have a wonderful back to school night, and thank you for being involved and committed to the support of Hopkins, your students, and Fremont Unified School District. Have a wonderful evening.